If the baby have so much issues, she might not be able to survive after birth. So what's the point of bringing her to the world?
Why would you selfishly bring the child to birth if this child is incompatible with life?
I never thought of being the parent of a special needs kid. Unfortunately, after we do the amniocentesis test, my daughter, Mini Bear, is full trisomy 18. Trisomy means an additional pair of chromosomes. The reason why it's deadly, it affects the major organs. If they're born alive, less than 50% will live about 1 month old, and only 5 to 10% live above 1 year old. That's why people label them as incompatible with life. On the 16th of October, Mini Bear unexpectedly came 5 weeks earlier, but I couldn't really see her because she was immediately whisked into the NICU. She was only at 1.4 kilos, but the hole in the heart was like 5.5 to 6 mm. The first moment I saw her, I cannot stop crying. Finally, so many months, and I see her alive, but at the same time, seeing her with the breathing support that she has, it's not easy. Part of the reason why I want to have a daughter is because I'm very close to my mom, and when I grow old, I think a daughter would be the one who go to Yum Cha with me, and they're sweeter. The time that I decided to buy the first clothes for Mini Bear, I never felt it was so hard because you never know if she would come to the world or not. I shared with my mom and she was very against it. We have a big fight on that. She loved me so much that she wanted to protect me and also her grandchild. She doesn't want her to come out to the world to suffer. I still remember the first reaction for me to ask the gynae is that, so what should I do? The gynae told us most of the time the parent would choose for termination. I start to get a lot of information from the medical field, but I also want to know what the parents think. There's a huge Facebook group called Rare Trisomy Parents. A lot of very cute babies, kids. Although some of them, they cannot talk, they cannot walk, but you can't deny that they're very cute, they're alive.
I felt just as lost as maybe other people in other countries. I was only 12 weeks pregnant when it was starting to show that my daughter could have a rare genetic disorder. It's a rare trisomy 18 and a diagnosis that has a shortened lifespan. They really saw no possibilities for the pregnancy. Why would you selfishly bring the child to birth if this child is incompatible with life? My daughter, the first year and a half of her life, she went back and forth into intensive care unit. Skunk, swallowing, choking, chronic lung disease, and I didn't really know what I was doing. And once she was accepted by a heart surgeon, then she got the care she needed. But if she didn't get those things, she would not be alive today.
Why am I thinking of taking away Mini Bear's life? If any of our kids have any accidents, any problem, does it mean that we would not help them? Mini Bear, during the pregnancy, we have been thinking hard of her name. At the end, we chose Evelyn because Eve, E-V-E, it means to breathe and to live. We think it's a very meaningful name for a trisomy baby like her. Today is Evelyn Mini Bear's day 4. Coming to the world. Congratulations.
We are going to carry Mini Bear for the first time.
Today is Mini Bear 8 days old. Congratulations.
Whoa. Mommy is carrying Mini Bear for the first time. Look how excited Mommy is. Let's take a look.
I want to fight for her as long as she's heartbeats. Even though maybe she lived for 8 hours, 8 days, 80 days or 80 years, doesn't matter. Because as a parent, we should do whatever it takes to show love to our babies, even though it means a lot of sacrifices. On week 3, her situation deteriorated. The heart failure started to kick in, and she has been dropping weight from 1.4 kilos to 1.2 kilos. The doctor tried their very best, to increase the medication to make her comfortable, and somehow she improved. She's better. On the day when she turned 1 month old, it was a great day for us because 50% of the baby couldn't survive beyond 1 month. We celebrate her big 1 month birthday.
And we are so blessed that spend 1 month with you.
But at the same time, during that day, she wasn't doing well. The doctor decided to have a semi-emergency intubating her. And what it means is from that day onwards, I wouldn't be able to hear her cry.
Pray for God's guidance, what is best for you, as long as you're comfortable. Today is the day that Mini Bear should be born.
The team of doctors mentioned that even though the baby may be 2 kilos, the heart would be a bit swollen and it could be like a 3 kilos baby. They would suggest Mini Bear to do the surgery on the 29th of December.
We are considering to let you do the surgery, and of course, gaining weight well so that you can reach 2.2 to 2.5 kilos before the surgery done, and then you will feel much better, Mimi.
On the 29th of December, the day that they planned for the full open heart corrective surgery, originally the surgery was supposed to be 4 to 5 hours. At the end, it lasts over 10 hours. Her heart couldn't cope. At one point, it stopped. I still remember the scenes before she went into surgery. We wear her the beanie. When she came out, the whole beanie was red. And the surgeon told us that she lost nearly 2 bottles of her blood.
Know that you have always been trying very best.
And then on that day, we know that it's around time. I try not to sleep because I know that that was the last night for me with her. I start to share with her about my life story from I was a baby. That morning when they arranged the surgeon to come to take off the machine, I just told the surgeon, you need to wait.
This probably will be the last time I read this book to you, Mimi. I always read it and hope the best of my head.
It's a very difficult discussion with the boys, telling them that their baby sister is very, very sick and she will need to go to heaven. She will need to say goodbye to us.
Remember our faces. This is Joshua, Bear Gogo, and this is Kevin. Bear Gogo. Okay, you go first. Wait for us, okay?
On the 3rd of January, early this year, Mini Bear passed away.
你聽唔聽到媽咪同你講嘢？咪咪，我好掛住你。
During that moment, the pain was unbearable. I always want to bring her to see the trees, to see the world, and the time I need to carry her to the van and say goodbye to her, and I lost my control because that was the only time that she managed to see the trees, the blue sky, and I just felt very, very sad.
I try to look at it like I can learn from the grieving parent because I'm not the grieving parent right now. I could be in their shoes one day. I was very tired, very scared. There are days that I almost get crushed by trying to imagine when and where she's going to die. And I wish that wasn't a part of parenting her. Watching Chestnut go through all these days, I'm just in awe. She's taken life's biggest tragedy, and she, like me, feels the blessings of being a trisomy 18 parent.
I'm so grateful that I'm able to meet her alive. During the funeral, we prepared this for our guests. She has a very big smile. I think it was the biggest step we have ever seen. If Mini Bear can hear me from heaven now, what I want to tell her is, Mommy is very proud of you, being so brave, being so strong to fight to come to this world to meet us. 媽咪好多謝你選擇咗我做你嘅媽咪，我哋永遠愛你，希望有一日喺天堂你一見到我，要俾一個好大嘅擁抱我。多謝你 Mini Bear。
There is access to medical, just like many children with Down syndrome, heart disease, or children with autism or developmental delays. Once she's got into it, she's just thriving. nobody can say it's pointless to give these interventions.
If we can choose to have a normal baby or mini bear who has trisomy 18, we will still choose mini bear without a doubt, because she's a precious daughter. The journey is definitely not easy looking after special needs kids. Is it fair? It's not fair. But I would say it's worth the joy that you get. Although maybe the milestone they have is very different, they're compatible with love and joy. For us, every life is a gift from God. Even though it's 2 pairs or 3 pairs of chromosomes, they're just special. They're definitely a piece of heaven fallen from God.